Now I am really excited. This is the first Airbus A330neo model in scale 1 to 500 from Herpa Wings in an airline livery. This has to be a good one. And with that, welcome to a new episode of Review, where we will take a closer look at this Airbus A330-900NEO from TAP Air Portugal, with this really lovely design on the box, where we also have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft model inside, and the TAP Air Portugal branding. On the back side of the box, we then again have the TAP Air Portugal branding. We have a very nice rendition of the aircraft itself and a little bit of a backstory behind the airline, both in Portuguese and in English. And here she is, the Airbus A330-900NEO in the current livery of TAP Air Portugal. Or is it? Now, shortly after the airline took delivery of this aircraft, it rebranded itself from TAP Portugal to TAP Air Portugal. So while the airline has technically released a slightly updated version of the livery, the aircraft, as you see it here, is flying in this livery today. Now, enough about that. Let's take a look at some of the details this aircraft model has to offer, and we start off with the tail section, where we have the TAP Air Portugal branding on the vertical stabilizer. On the fuselage, we then find the flytap.com web address, the full registration code of the aircraft, the Portuguese flag, the A330neo first to fly branding, and of course also a very lovely set dome. Now, at the front of the aircraft, we then find along the fuselage the TAP Portugal branding, and we also have the Star Alliance logo, of which TAP Air Portugal is a member. At the very front, around the cockpit, we have some very nice markings around the cockpit windows. We also have the window wipers printed on. And as I said, in the back of the aircraft, we have a set dome, but we actually have another one, although not as a physical detail, but as a printed detail here on top of the fuselage. That is actually quite nice as well. The engine nacelles have been kept in all white, just as most of the fuselage, but despite that, these massive new engines for the A330neo look really, really nice, if you ask me. Also, if we look into the front of the engines, we can see the engine fan blades, and we can even see the detail that the fan blades are slightly curved, just as in real life. Now, the aerodynamics of the aircraft have of course been reworked from its predecessor, and that means of course the wings are also slightly changed. Here we can see on the top side we have all the different flaps, slats and spoilers carved out very nicely, but that's about it. I think we could have expected a few more markings here and there, so that's a little bit disappointing. On the underside we have the full registration code of the aircraft, and then of course the biggest change we can see physically on the wings are the winglets, now slightly curved, and they look very nice with the TAP Air Portugal coloring on them. Now, what we should also take a look at is the landing gear. Here we can see the main landing gear underneath the wings, and I think Herpa has done a pretty decent job with that. Also, the front landing gear looks pretty alright. Of course, we could have a few markings on that as well, but that we only get with Herpa Club models, unfortunately. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here, the backside of the aircraft, and here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Airbus A330-900NEO in the current livery of TAP Air Portugal. And what can we say about this aircraft model? Well, firstly, let me say, I can't really say if this aircraft model has been improved from its very first release with the Airbus house colors to this aircraft model, because I couldn't be bothered to buy the other one. But I think it is a good start. I would have expected more details on the wings, to be honest, for a 2019 release of a brand new aircraft type. I think that's a given. We should have had more details there, but overall it's a very nice aircraft model. The print quality is excellent and the physical details are also great. Now with that, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, then feel free to smash the like button. That would be very much appreciated. If you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. Now with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.